Gentlemen, I am back with my monthly check-in bets. I know what you're thinking. What does monthly mean? It means I'm going to get 12 of them done. Does that mean every month? I think that's up for, philosophers to decide. So technically not right now. But I am going to do what you guys recommended for what I sent you guys a text. I'm going to do a shot for it. I got myself a shot glass, but it's the Magic Bullet small thing. I don't know what context anyone would drink this little of a smoothie, so it's gonna be a shot glass for me. Vegans, if you could comment below what would be the purpose of this other than a shot glass, but yeah, here we go. So, cheers. I also don't know what a shot is in this, so this, I think it's about right. No, it wasn't. Okay. First up, Mike, my boy. Mike wanted all of us to, he wanted us to get a beard. And so you can see here, I'm not really seeing that very well, are you? There you go. So as you can see here, this is a man with a woman that he is just kind of hanging on with so that he can love this other man who has a haircut that looks like the guy from, I want to say Hey Arnold, but I don't know. So Mike wanted us all to get a haircut and to get a beard. Mike just got a haircut, and apparently that's what's going on with Mike right now. So, one down. David is hanging out with Sasquatch or something. He also wanted me to tell you that he filmed the entire Game 5 of the NBA Finals or a commercial variation, so look out for that. But he filmed it for Honda. So what I did is I found Sasquatch, and he recommended mushrooms. Sasquatch in a cartoon with a Honda. And it's funny because Sasquatch is like, you can't even read it because I stole it. And I'll tell you why. Sasquatch is like, what are you doing here, Honda? And the Honda goes, I'm just here. And then the Sasquatch is like, no, I just see you all the time now. Like, that's crazy because we're in uninhabited areas. And the Honda says, talk about irony. And that's it. As you might be able to see, this is covered in watermarks because you could purchase this comic for $10 on Amazon. So, I mean, I think we all chip in because this thing is, if we could get it unwatermarked, ooh, delightful. So mushrooms, Honda, and Sasquatch. But congrats, David's doing a commercial in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. So whatever. Jared got himself a new bike, which is exquisite, specifically for gravel. Jared also got himself a summer job, which I never decided to do, and it turned out horribly in the long run. So shout out to Jared for going with that path of good career opportunities, but to each their own. Jared also wanted to recommend Coors on a hot day, so I found guys drinking beer on a bike, and those are all just a couple of Mike's beard friends. That's a very, probably not the time for that joke, but can't win them all. Kyle recommended, Kyle did not understand this concept that we'd already done before, so Kyle just freaked out. I said, what do you recommend? He said, giving David *667 calls in the middle of the night. And so I found a picture of the girl finding out the call is actually coming from inside the house. Kyle, I think Kyle's the only one with a house. So I think that's a funny joke for Kyle, but for the rest of us, it's like someone's calling from inside the apartment and it's like, oh, they're not. So shout out Kyle. Kyle also recommended Hello, My Name is Doris, which is a movie that involves Schmidt from New Girl, who is fantastic, and I included him in his best scene in New Girl, the lionfish scene. He's like, a lionfish. But anyway, you guys know I'm a little actor on the side. Connor, so here's Connor. As you can see here, Connor has started a new job, and it turns out working more is harder. So Connor's a little, whoa, and he's thrown off. what I did was I typed in bent over. Now, 95% of the results were like bent over rows, crazy stuff. The first result was this secretary being bent over her desk. So I don't mind it, but it did seem like we're just kind of painting those edges. But what I also did was I typed in Connor McMillan, and I didn't even try and spell his name correctly. But what came up was this young BYU runner who is the Mormon Maglodon. Shout out Jimmer Fredette. But that is him in the place of Connor, because that is Connor getting nailed from behind. Connor is not a runner from BYU who is Mormon, as we know. So Connor's also doing some weddings later this year. Oh shit, I forgot to show you. Connor's also doing some weddings later this month, and so he is very excited. But he's also getting railed at work, so shout out Connor. That's a lot. Mish. Mish was without a doubt my favorite. Like, you guys are gonna think I just didn't text Mish and then I'm just like making this up. But Mish recommended to start trying bok choy. And so I found a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger saying, I'll be bok choy. Which kind of begs the question, who is he talking to, unless it's someone named Choi? And then, unless he's just being stereotypical to someone that might be of Asian descent. But Arnold doesn't seem like someone who would be racist unless they're a nanny. So anyway, that is what Mish said. And then Mish also said to try Spotify Premium, which feels like it was late to the game. So Mish, we would all recommend trying Microsoft 2000. So catch up with that. That was a tough joke. That wasn't great. Nick, also very much behind. Nick recommended selling feet pictures online under the name Mike Abramov, which I think we've all done at our lowest point. But Nick also recommended watching Peaky Blinders, which, yeah, getting into season 6 of one of the most well-regarded shows of our time. It feels late, but, you know, I love it. So here's a picture of Cillian Murphy's feet. So kind of two worlds right there. That is it. Here's my last shot. I love you, gentlemen. I'm going to be asking you for more recommendations as the draft approaches. But yeah, love you, boys. Here we go. I need to find a way to regulate that. My recommendations, everyone come out to Chicago. Mike and Nick and I have talked about it, but yeah, everyone get out here. Let's fucking rage. And the show Dope Sick, very good.